So when Nighthawk was shot down by Yarnhub.
It's the 27th of March, 1999. An F-117 Nighthawk tears through the dark, stormy skies, low over the Serbian countryside. The pilot is Lieutenant Colonel Daryl Zalko, and his mission is to bomb the command center of the Serbian Air Force.
1999, but it still feels futuristic looking.
In Belgrade. It's the headquarters of the force that's going to try and stop him on his mission tonight. Zalko's escorted by F-16 Vipers with missiles that can lock on and destroy enemy radar. As he approaches the Serbian border, he hears a command come over the radio.
This is Joint Forces Air Component Commander.
Because of the bad weather, the escorting Vipers are ordered to immediately turn back and return to base. He's on his own. If he's to make it home safely, he has to remain undetected. A ghost. Fortunately, he's in the most advanced operational fighter bomber that has ever flown. The Nighthawk's stealth capabilities make the 65-foot-long bomber appear on radar as if it was the size of a tennis ball, allowing it, so far, to go unchallenged in every mission. That is, every mission until this one. On the ground, an anti-air missile battery is waiting for him. It's under command of Lieutenant Colonel Zoltan Dani. Serbian spies have let him know that the enemy aircraft are coming, and he thinks today is his best chance to take down one of the elusive ghosts. Sweep the skies, Dani orders, and the P-18 early warning radar comes to life. They think at its lowest frequency it may be capable of detecting the enemy planes, but it also detects clouds and...
I just want to look up, like I think they're not going to mention it, what conflict is this? Like 1999 Serbia conflict. What's going on? What was the Kosovo conflict? The Kosovo conflict occurred in 1998-99. Ethnic Albanian fought ethnic Serb and the government of Yugoslavia in Kosovo. I do think I saw a Sabaton history video about this. The conflict gained widespread international attention and was resolved with the intervention of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Wasn't there like something where like NATO tried to like intervene, but they weren't really useful, and there was like some genocide going on and stuff like that? I think so. Yeah. I mean, Balkan conflict, so of course there's some genocide.
Rain, resulting in a screen covered in fake signals. But, looking closely, Dani sees something. One tiny dot moving through the masses of clouds.
That's it, that's what you see.
A tiny dot headed right towards them.
The coast is here.
Uključen je. Imamo 20 sekundi. Nema cilja. Nema cilja. Nastavi da tražiš cilj.
Zalko's Nighthawk speeds towards its objective. The computer preparing the drop.
Hajdemo opet. P1 I P2. Traži cilj.
I like that they use actual
Dani double-checks the low-frequency radar.
Of the people.
He can see the target. It's right in front of them. But he needs the SAM radar to get a lock.
Nema cilja.
The men scan the sky just as instructed.
Nema cilja.
Yet, the screens remain dead.
Maybe you need to go manual, I guess.
Zalko opens his bomb bay, increasing the Nighthawk's radar signature just at the wrong moment.
I see.
Imam ga. P2 prati cilj. P1 pratim cilj. Lansiraj.
And these animations are always so well done.
Two missiles fire off the launcher in quick succession. Streaking across the sky, Zalko drops his bombs. They follow the path designated by the laser and explode.
Wow.
He soars past the target. It's another mission success, and he ascends to 6 kilometers. But a few seconds later, his cockpit is filled with the wail of an urgent alarm, and his controls light up. It's a lock alert. Almost at the same time, he sees the two missiles illuminate the clouds below him, and then break through. They're coming right at him. He immediately breaks into evasive maneuvers.
What is that, the word in English for, you know, when you have your plane and you have like some kind of like fireworks coming out, supposed to like, you know, get the attention of the missile? I forget the name of it. but something like a distraction for the missile. You must have that, right, with such an advanced plane?
He pulls his aircraft up to try and escape. He's pushed into his seat as he ascends, as the aircraft screams more warnings at him. The F-117 has no chaff, so with the missile locked on, it's entirely on the pilot's actions to try and evade the threat.
I see. That's crazy.
Time
Maybe
slows.
with enough altitude.
He knows it's over.
They got me.
These are proximity missiles and should detonate near the aircraft. Somehow the first missile malfunctions and races by his canopy.
Lucky.
The second missile, though, doesn't malfunction. It explodes, sending out a cloud of sharp shrapnel that perforates the left wing of his Nighthawk.
He's done.
The entire left side is blasted to pieces, illuminating the night sky a fiery orange. The aircraft immediately loses control and is thrown into a wild spin. As the plane spins, Zalko is pinned to his seat and experiences severe G-forces. The spin increases in violence. Flashing warnings illuminate his controls, and a bright flame shines through the cockpit windows. As the landscape spins around him, he knows he's in a critical situation. Even ejection might prove fatal, but it's his only choice.
Yeah, it's still
He
his choice.
fights 7 Gs of force, 100 pounds pulling up on each of his arms. Fueled by adrenaline, he gets hold of the ejection handles and pulls. In the blink of an eye, the canopy is blasted away, and his seat rockets out of the cockpit.
Alright.
For 1.5, almost eternal seconds, Zalko free falls through the air, stuck to his chair. He's barely conscious, and he thinks that the seat's still inside the plane.
Oh shit.
The ejection seat has malfunctioned. But then, he feels the tug of the opening parachute.
Is it automatic?
Sees his burning Nighthawk tumbling away into the night.
Damn. You got
The
lucky,
violence
huh?
of the spinning wreck is replaced by a total calm. Zalko breathes heavily as he takes it all in. He's alive, but then another thought hits him.
Man,
Enemy territory.
not gonna be happy about this.
He knows the
I don't think your mom is gonna complain about the plane being destroyed.
enemy are going to be searching for him. If he can't fall to the ground unseen, he can still get rescued and get back home with no further complications. But then he looks up. He notices his parachute is bright orange.
I was gonna say, like, did they choose this color by mistake, or is that like a stupid parachute color, or is it just me? I wasn't sure about to say that earlier.
He might as well
at
be
least.
waving a flare. With his hopes of going unseen dashed, he takes out his survival radio to report he's alive and well.
Mayday, mayday, mayday. Vega 3-1. Vega 3-1 going down.
To his massive relief, the mayday is heard.
Vega 3-1, Magic copies your mayday. Last position?
Vega 3-1. Last position in aircraft. Point after target.
Zalko sees a ditch from above. He doesn't get to say much more before hitting the ground. He's now alone, deep
In the
behind
forest,
enemy
at least.
lines.
Yeah.
Zalko runs for the
Massive
ditch
subscribe
he
button
saw
in
on
the
the way
woods.
down.
Ahead of the time, yeah.
He quickly
They
paints
predicted the
himself with
future.
mud and tries to hide as he awaits rescue.
Earlier in the World War II video, the German did think of writing like and subscribe on the shell they were firing at the American. They were also ahead of their time.
News of the downed plane quickly spreads. Serbians waste no time and rapidly initiate a search. All around him, the activity gains momentum as more and more men appear. Men of the Serbian army comb the area, gradually joined by local policemen and civilians as the news spreads. Everybody wants to find him. Flashlights illuminate the fields, and trucks roll past on the nearby highway. Zalko can do nothing but sit and pray. Then he hears a rustle in the undergrowth getting louder. Just outside his ditch, someone is searching. He stays still and quiet like a rock, quieting his breath. He hears panting and snuffling.
Dogs.
It's a dog.
Don't kill the
Slowly
dog.
and carefully, Zalko pulls out his knife. The dog gets closer.
Just give up. Leave the dog alone.
He weighs his options. Should he kill the dog? If he did, could he do it silently? He finally makes up his
Probably,
mind to
yeah.
spare the dog, reasoning that if he did kill it, the owner would be quick to follow.
Just bet it.
Then, to Zalko's massive relief, the dog turns, jumps up, and leaves.
Okay. It's not a military dog, I guess.
The radio crackles to life.
Sandy 01, Vega 3-1, over.
Zalko's eyes go wide. They're here.
Možda je tamo. Ajde sam. Go ahead, Sandy 01. Over.
Vega 3-1, is it okay to come down there?
Zalko
the
doesn't
helicopter's
respond.
coming.
He peeks out of his hiding spot, searching the area for threats. Flashlights shine in the distance.
Vega 3-1, if you don't answer, we're gonna try this later.
He makes his decision.
Yeah, okay. Let's go for it.
Zalko turns
boy.
on his infrared strobe. As a chopper races into the area, but the strobe fails, and the helicopter can't see him.
Shit.
He curses his luck and desperately checks for threats. He has a backup, but it's nowhere near as subtle. But
Flare.
it's now or never. Zalko makes a quick decision
Might as well.
and pops a flare.
But
Bright light
that's pretty crazy,
spills
though.
all around him and illuminates the area, pointing out his position for the rescue helicopter and the enemy alike.
Damn, what do you do in this situation? Yeah, like, obviously, I don't know how accurate in the video, how far the enemy is. Like, maybe they were closer, maybe they were farther away, but yeah, like, it's really like the gamble of a lifetime. Like, you light it, and it's like, will my helicopter make it faster than the enemy? That's crazy.
There he is!
There he is.
The helicopter sweeps in rapidly as the enemy also closes in. At the same time, in the distance, flashlights from enemy patrols are all pointed towards the flare. But
Well,
then
yeah.
another transmission comes through the radio.
Snuff
And
your
they run
flare.
down.
It blinds our night vision.
Thinking quickly, Zalko rushes to take the flare and dunk it in the mud, just as the rescue helicopter comes in to land right in front of him
Okay,
and is greeted by an American rescue team.
let's go.
How you
Victory.
feeling, sir? Great. Now let's get out of here.
No time to talk, yeah. You're gonna get shot at, huh?
The field
No?
is blasted with wind as a helicopter rises up into the air and exits a scene with just seconds to spare before the enemy spills over the landing site.
Really?
Zoltan
Good
Dani
operation.
and his crew, to this day, remain the only team to have downed a stealth aircraft in combat. When talking about the incident, Danny would later say, when it hit, it felt very good.
Dobar. Kao da ste postigli pobednički gol na fudbalskoj utakmici.
The US didn't destroy the wreck, and the Serbian forces salvaged the mortally wounded Nighthawk unimpeded. And today, you can still see pieces of Zalko's aircraft in the Museum of Aviation in Belgrade.
Oh, cool.
Zalko always expressed a desire to find the man who shot him down and congratulate him.
Okay. Nice
Finally
try,
got his
dude.
wish in 2011, just 12
Okay.
years after the incident.
The end of the 20th century was packed with unforgettable military stories. Here's another one, what many call the last tank battle of the century.
Alright. Really, really good stuff, huh? Really good stuff, huh? So, no stealth fighter, or stealth bomber was it, has been downed in the last 25 years then? That's crazy. That's crazy. I guess you need the exact timing of like the bomb bay opening, which might literally be like a couple seconds, dropping the bomb and coming back up. Otherwise you can't really detect it or something, yeah? Okay. I mean, really good stuff. I really love the video from this channel. Love the stories, love the history, love the animations. Love the stories from this channel. Yeah, I think I learned a bit about this conflict, and again, it was a very messed up conflict, if I'm not wrong. Let me see what I'm talking about. It's Sabatani story, Serbia maybe? Not Last Dying Breath. Forget what song it was. It's a song about this conflict, I'm pretty sure, yeah. Balkan Wars maybe? Nah, I'm not finding it, but I'm sure there is a video from them, but I guess the name of the song is very different, I assume. Sarajevo. Nah, I can't remember. I can't remember what song. Serbia. Last Dying Breath is about like I think it's World War I defense of Belgrade. I'm not finding it, but I know there's an episode about that. Anyway, great stuff. I really like this kind of history video. I mean, Yarnhub is clearly a great channel, so whoever was it that first introduced it to me, thank you. Great job and great share, I would say. Really good stuff. Really good stuff. Alright. I feel like I really have a ton to learn about modern conflict. Like, you know, so far I'm still going to the World War II series by, you know, Indian Idea and everything. As I said, I literally, like, yesterday started watching the 24 hours of D-Day. Like, it's a 24-hour documentary about everything that happens on you know, D-Day. And I guess I still have quite a bit to go to finish World War II. After that, yeah, I don't know what I'll get into, but I feel like, you know, I wanted to go back to like Roman Empire stuff and all that, but maybe it would be good for me to learn some more modern history. Like some of the Balkan Wars, the Chechen Wars, you know, that kind of stuff. I know a little bit, but I feel like I really don't know much, even though a lot of it was like just before I was born or around the time I was born and all that. So, yeah, stuff I need to learn, you know, to be updated on things that happen, you know.